So the Ryanair chase next then, 2 miles and 5 furlongs, grade 1, and 18 runners this time, big field. And let's take a look at the full list. The top one is Blackbourn Sunset, Molliet Surfer, Grey Spire, Thunderspark, Hungry Bear, Colin Clark, Indy Dresden, Carla Agante, Mutanaka Philip, Darren Howells, Ramsden House, Jim Murray, Shifting Alliance, Paul Rhodes, Savino, Obi-Wan, Walls of Jericho, Jamie Hopkins, Young Guy, Darren Thompson, Bleak House, Kevin Minahan, Law of Consequence, Joshua Sutherland, Majestic Swing, Alex Cherry, Nancy Lorraine, Martin Cairns, Oaks Day, Graham Clutterbuck, Pinot Shea, Stu Gray, Sail Away, Leon Van Rensburg, and Stu James, Derek Hinton. So 18 of them then, all standing quietly, and away they go, and towards the first of the fences in this championship race. And Stu James in the pink colours on the inside is the first one to show as they come down towards the first of 17 fences. And we've lost one at the very first fence. Nancy Lorraine's gone, so the falling continues. A lot of fallers so far this week, and Nancy Lorraine, the first one to depart from the Ryanair, and very nearly the second to go was the leader Stu James, who went right through that one. Leads by a couple of lengths still though, but that must have sort of given it a bit of a knock as they come to the next. And we take a look at Jockey Cam from the back of Ramsden House. You can see Stu James clearing the lead, being chased up there by Savino in the yellow. And on the outside of Ramsden House is Indy Dresden. And they swing left-handed. You can see they're going slightly uphill. It's quite a steep climb really, that, isn't it, as they turn into the home straight and race down towards this next fence. It'll be the second last on the next circuit, and you see the first three are over it okay, but in the background we didn't see Sail Away and Shifting Alliance both depart the race. So the benefits of Jockey Cam are that you get to see a little bit of action from the back of the saddle, but the downside to it is you miss some of the action that's happening in the race. So 3 out so far then, as they go out now then for one more circuit off the Cheltenham track, and Stu James and Savino are clear as they pop over that one. That'll be the last next time round. Ramsden House is third. No, this one will be the last next time round. I'll get my bearings right in a minute, and they take that next one. That will definitely be the last on the next circuit. And they now swing left-handed. Stu James is in the lead. Savino is second. There's a gap of about 12 lengths to the rest of the field. Indy Dresden and Ramsden House with Blackbourn Sunset and Young Guy. Then Bleak House and Mutanaka Philip and Majestic Swing. But they're all pretty tightly grouped, that lot. And the back four are Pinot Shea, Grey Spire, Walls of Jericho, and finally Oaks Day. Won the Mackerson earlier in the season, as they skip over that plain fence, which doesn't appear to be quite as big as the others. This next one should be the water, I think. And Stu James and Savino are clear. From Law of Consequence and Young Guy, that lead is now down to about 8 though, from the 12 it was previously. Now they're not hanging about, and these two up front might just pay for that later on. And Savino is now the leader by a length to Stu James as they take this big plain fence. In third place is Ramsden House, then comes Law of Consequence, Young Guy after that one, Majestic Swing, Blackbourn Sunset, easy to spot on the outside in those German flag colours for Molliet Surfer as they come down to this next ditch. And we've lost another one there. That looks like Indy Dresden's gone this time. So 4 fallers now. And Savino continues to lead as they come to the next. You can see them jumping over that one, racing away from us. And Stu James in the lead, racing downhill. Savino second. Ramsden House is third. Hungry Bear is fourth. Then Law of Consequence, Blackbourn Sunset, Majestic Swing, and Young Guy. Grey Spire's getting closer. So's Oaks Day as they come down to the 14th. And they all pop over that one. Looks like Walls of Jericho might be just about out of it at the back, but Stu James is still the leader Within second place, Ramsden House. They're all in a group now, though, and coming through now is Law of Consequence, and that one comes to the third last and jumps into the lead. A mistake by Oaks Day, but it's Law of Consequence in front from Stu James in second. Ramsden House is in third, then Oaks Day. Blackbourne Sunset's on the outside, then Hungry Bear and Grey Spire. They race down towards the next. They've got 3 furlongs still to race, and Law of Consequence has shot 5 lengths clear. From in second place, Blackbourne Sunset on the outside, racing down towards the second last. It's Law of Consequence by 5, then it's 5 in a line, chasing hard, headed by Ramsden House and Blackbourne Sunset. Here's the second last. Law of Consequence gets over it nicely. Good jump though by Grey Spire, and Grey Spire now within a length of the leader. It's Law of Consequence, Grey Spire. This is the final fence. Over it they go. Law of Consequence jumped in well, so too did Grey Spire, but Oaks Day jumped in best of all, and he's now throwing down a big challenge as they come past the furlong pole. It's Law of Consequence, Oaks Day, Grey Spire, Ramsden House on the near side. Law of Consequence trying to hold on. Oaks Day trying to put in one last challenge. It's Law of Consequence and Oaks Day up towards the line, and Law of Consequence just holds on and takes it from Oaks Day second. Ramsden House was third. Pinot Shea finished like a train to get into the money, I think, and Law of Consequence just about hung on from Oaks Day, and yep, it was Ramsden House third, and Pinot Shea's got up from nowhere to be fourth. Pretty close for fifth between Grey Spire and the Colin Clark horse, whose name's skipped my mind. It's Law of Consequence that wins it. Law of Consequence wins it for Joshua Sutherland. Oaks Day second for Graham Clunsbrook. Ramsden House third for Jim Murray. Pinot Shea for Stu Gray was fourth, and Grey Spire for Thunderspark held on to fifth from Hungry Bear.